Kaijin, ding dong dao. Tayo mio, siyo tatea. Sorry, boys. Just practicing my Cantonese because apparently China runs this shit. Anyways, we have this article coming to us from WashingtonExaminer.com, and normally I don't do opinion pieces, but seeing how what we just witnessed, no, you're not crazy, I think this is rather apropos. A Feminist Government is Here by Susan Vinker. Well, the feminist government never really went away, Susan, but let's get into this. I've been writing about the feminist agenda for some 20 years now, warning of its intentions. The year 2021 will finally bring those ideas alive. It has already begun, with the House's proposal to ban the words he and she from official language. Their claim is gender neutrality in the name of inclusion. Remember that equality is the devil shit? But their intent is to obliterate the family. That got accomplished back in the 80s. If deleting the words father, mother, son, and daughter doesn't convince you of this, nothing will. Well, Susan, a lot of people don't care as long as they get their way. This has always been their goal. In 2009, Maria Shriver, along with left-wing think tank Center for American Progress, produced an exhaustive 400-page document entitled The Shriver Report, A Woman's Nation Changes Everything. Its fundamental argument is that government policies and laws continue to rely on an outdated model of the American family. Shriver and company seek to remedy this supposed problem by proving we are no longer living in a man's world, but in a woman's world. What today's Democratic Party wants is a matriarchy. No, Susan, what they've created in many spaces at the local and state level are matriarchies. The Shriver Report boasts, as we move into this phase we're calling a woman's nation, a woman can turn their pivotal role as wage earners, as consumers, as bosses, as opinion shapers, as co-equal partners in whatever we do into a potent force for change. Emergent economic power gives women a new seat at the table, at the head of the table. In capitalism, like I say a lot on this channel, capitalism has been a problem in this regard. Not 45 different shades of green for nothing, guys. While the feminist agenda has been at play for some time, you're not wrong, the two apparent wins for Democrats in the Georgia runoff elections for Senate solidifies this group's ability to get things done. Very, very questionably, to be generous about it. And if you'd like a peek into what goes on amongst this group, here's one. There is something special that happens when you get a group of powerful women in a room and shut the door. Which is the exact same exclusionary bullshit that, they say, oh my goodness, no. They just would rather have women making these choices. And as we've seen throughout the course of not just of history for the most part, that doesn't equate to good things happening. It rarely, if ever, does. This is a quote from the 2010 book Secrets of Powerful Women, a compilation of essays from left-wing female politicians. The book claims to represent both political philosophies, but it does no such thing. Out of more than 20 women, only a handful were Republicans, and not just any Republicans, feminist Republicans. A woman's right to control her own body is absolutely central to our success as a civilization. No, not really. The world's most oppressive regimes target those who would liberate women from the shackles of ignorance or bondage. How do you liberate somebody from themselves? This includes reproductive bondage and parallels that can be drawn in our own country, wrote Susan Bevan, co-chairwoman of Republican Majority for Choice. Feminism is no longer solely the domain of the Democratic Party. It has seeped into the Republican Party too, as well. Yeah, that's where you get all these MAGA thoughts from, as well as every other sector of American life. The feminist elite don't just reside in our government. They're also professors, lawyers, journalists, writers, judges, actresses, bureaucrats, a lot of bureaucrats, psychologists, and activists. What these women have in common is clout. Amen, sister. And they believe they know what's best for you and your family. That's the problem. But their entire worldview about men, about women, about sex, about marriage, about motherhood, and about politics is fueled by the belief that nature is the enemy, that biology isn't real, and that the family is dead. And now, having solidified their place in Congress, they will make real headway. I hope you're ready. And, snatching that whole presidential thing, too. So, boys, I got the alert at about 4:30 this morning that, everything's confirmed and they're pushing them on through. Adjust, gentlemen. Adjustments. Regroup, rethink. But the most important thing is to think clearly, is to think logically, and to think rationally. All right, guys? That's the most important part of all of this. Because at the end of the day, the government ain't going to save you. The only person you can rely upon to save you is you. And I know what my demographics are. So most of you guys who hear this are men. And so instead of being downtrodden or distraught, focus, just narrow the focus. Like I've said on various videos, I will be doing everything that I can when it comes to Murphy and the upcoming election here in the state of New Jersey. But then again, shit, man, I want to dip. I really want to dip. I want to leave so hard. Y'all have no idea. I there's still this part of me that just wants to run and not look back. But there's another part of me that's just like, no. Let's not give them the easy. Let's not continuously make it easy for them. Like watching, one of the things that's been most frustrating is watching all these people. Like, as far as I'm concerned, everybody really did just show themselves for the disingenuous and dishonest pieces of shit that they are. And so to see people just cower and duck and run, it doesn't taste. It doesn't leave a good taste in my mouth, and I would feel like a bit of a hypocrite if I did it, because, quite a few guys were like, hey, man, shoot on down to Florida, bro. Get down to Florida. A lot of you guys have been messaging me that, but yeah, I'm not a coward, right? I like to stand and fight. I don't want to sit here and run like a little bitch. Nah, the problems that we have, a lot of this stems from the overtaking of, state and in local governments, which has been going on for shit even before the beginning of the Obama period. So wanted to make something to really just talk about what happened, what went down beyond the establishment striking back video that was produced. And we'll be back to regular videos and making jokes about shit relatively soon. Just as yesterday it was all a bit of a shock, and just, how do I put this? Walking, not timidly, but cautionarily. So, with that being said, we're going to bring this one to an end. All the internet stuff, if you liked it, tell us how to like this, go ahead, do that too. Nobody's scared of you. Sub. If you enjoy my fantastic voice and you want to get videos like this every single day, share, because sharing is caring. And YouTube and Bitchute and aren't the biggest fans of your boy over here for very obvious reasons. Bang the bell for notifications. Get something from Teespring. Check me out on Patreon as well. Hit that join button in the at the bottom bar next to the subscribe button. Hit that join button and speak. Let me know, what do you guys think in the comments. It sucks, my guys. It sucks, but as men, we're used to it. It's a part of our nature to be able to take losses, right? That's why as men, we we're the ones who are biologically geared towards being the one who asked the girl out and everything else like that, because we deal with rejection and we deal with losses a lot better than the chicks can. And the overabundance of questionable activity, is definitely up there. But we'll see how it all shakes out. We'll see. Until the next one.